Good morning to everyone who is listening. Today, our topic is the value of plumbing. So we're going to be discussing this, but before we do, let us introduce ourselves and tell you a bit about who we are.
Welcome all. My name is Duncan, and myself and Mandy are the owners of CoachUp and UPP Group. We are certified business coaches and mentors and speakers. And like you, we are plumbing business owners, and we have a 10-year target. Our 10-year target is to make a difference in South Africa by providing sustainable smart water solutions and empowering 100,000 people, of which 50% are women.
Yes, Dunks. And both Duncan and I, we're very involved in our industry, in the plumbing industry. We have a huge passion for it. We're both members of OPSA, PRB, we're very involved there. And we have a passion, like I said, for helping small and medium-sized plumbing businesses navigate their way to success, and using our experience and our skills to make a difference in the plumbing industry through leadership coaching and business mentoring. But like I said, today's topic is on the value of plumbing. So let's get started. So these Monday morning webinar sessions is titled Business 101. And the objective is to add value to the plumbing business, the plumbing business community by sharing information that builds business acumen and helps you, the plumbing business owner, to build a sustainable business model. Through our coaching, though, we have experienced that there is a common thing we encounter and first have to overcome in helping businesses succeed, and that is mindset. And that mindset that we often come across is the one of, I'm just a plumber. Some plumbers say this outright, and for some it is through the actions, the way they approach the running of their businesses. It could be that you don't place too much attention on your business vision or its culture, which is formed by the values of your business. It could be your business processes or maybe lack of it. But the most basic way we see this in many plumbing businesses is the approach to rate setting.
So this morning, let's talk about value versus price. Aside from being coaches and mentors in our industry, we also engage with many plumbing businesses through various other forums. And more recently, I came across this approach to the costing of jobs while participating in the Master Plumber Thesis presentations. And Mandy, you were one of the adjudicators on the presentations and a witness to this. But a very common approach to costing is to ask other plumbers what they charge.
Yeah, Duncan, you are so correct. And the issue with this way of thinking is threefold. The kind of questions or kind of communication that we see is that we find plumbers asking other plumbers what they're charging, what their going rate is, that they don't charge call-out fees or the first hours included in their call-out fee. And the problem with this and the issue with this way of thinking is threefold. First, it disregards you, the business owner's qualification, and that you worked so hard and sacrificed to achieve this qualification. It disregards your plumbing technical experience and all the problem solving that is involved. And it is also disrespectful of the time and the effort that you put into your business and into the job that you are charging for. And what about staff? How do you pay staff a decent salary if you're undercutting or undercharging? And what about your vehicles and so much more? Let's not even get into the cost of insuring all these things, your marketing costs, your accounting fees, your fuel, SARS, office expenses, and so much more. And how do you implement a strategy to grow your business? For this, you need the right staff, you need systems and processes, and this all requires cash flow. And then third, and certainly not least, or not even, this is not even a conclusive list, but undercharging is also bad for our plumbing industry. We are a professional plumbing industry, and it's cheapened through price. And so we are all more than just plumbers. We are professional plumbers, business owners, entrepreneurs, and we are leaders in our field.
And let's not forget our customers or our clients. We do them a disservice. Two, if we aren't costing jobs correctly, we cannot afford to provide them with the best service, which brings me to another point. How many of you have some version of the following as your business mission statement? We provide the best plumbing service at the lowest, most affordable price. Let's look at it another way. You are not undercharging you on your services, but underselling yourselves. When asking other plumbers what their greatest asset is, they often say their employees, their clients, their resources, tools, machinery, property, or their network. Now, these are all very important assets, if you want to call it. But the one asset that you will really mention is yourself. How many of you consider yourself as an asset? Well, we'll get to this point in a moment. This morning, we want you to start looking at the amount you charge and ask, is this what I'm worth? Is this the value of my time and effort? Is this how much I value my staff and my clients? And what value are you adding? Value and helping to professionalize our industry. But before we get there, let's look into your business for a moment.
So let's focus on our internal assets first. And these are employees, resources, and yourself. So for your business, let me go back a sec. So for your business to succeed, let's just look at the employees first. So you need great staff. If you want a successful business, you need great staff. And whether we are looking at the technicians in your business, your skilled plumbers, or the people running your business internally, your admin staff, you want to attract great people who help your business to succeed. And to attract the right staff, you need to pay them right. You want them to be happy. You want them to provide for their families, give their kids an education, buy a house, drive a car. And I'm not talking here about how to recruit the right staff. That's a different conversation for a different day. But to attract right people to the interviews and to employ the right people, you need to be willing to invest in them financially. Your staff become an extension of the business, of your vision, and of your business success.
And you cannot do a professional job if you don't have the tools, machines, vehicles, and proper material. And all of these needs money, moolah. And to cash flow, that provides for what you charge. Now let's emphasize that you don't pay for this from your profit. Your profit is also calculated in what you charge.
Yeah, Dunks, you are so right over there. I find that lots of people tend to pay for resources from, if they do make a profit, they pay for it from the profits. And yes, it's not supposed to be paid from your profits, but that's another conversation.
Now let's talk about you. As the business owner, you took the brave step and the risk in starting a business. Thank you. Hats off to you. Courageous. You have a vision of the business. You have the technical expertise. You are a problem solver. You grow the industry and the economy providing employment. You are a trainer to your staff. You are fundamental. You are And you are fundamentally to provide for our community. You provide for our country. You provide the beautiful water that we provide, clean water. And you carry the greatest commodity in the world.
Yeah, and what would happen to our homes, office buildings, warehouses, and our infrastructure in our country? Well, we know. Let's not even go into the infrastructure at the moment. But I think it's the perfect example of what happens if we don't have expert plumbing businesses out there. In a word, it's catastrophe. So we need you to understand today that you are valued, that you are valuable, and that you, the business owner, you are an asset. And you need to believe this. And to show that you believe in this, you also need to invest in yourself, to invest in your future growth and your business if you're going to make a difference and if you're going to be successful.
Charging fairly is not ripping your customer off. It's simply called making a profit. It's one of the points of starting a business. You want to grow your business so you can give back to the community, to staff employment and providing a great service. And to do that, you need to make a profit. You need to look after your staff. You want to grow your business and to be sustainable. You want to have enough money to stay at your A game. And you want to have a life. You want to provide your family what you've earned. In the next webinar, we will chat about how to do this and how to recruit the right staff.
So just to summarize this morning, again, we're talking about mindset over here and a change of mindset from being just a plumber to understanding and knowing your value as a skilled technician, a skilled business owner, qualified and licensed, and adding value and making a difference in our communities and our society and in the lives of the people that we employ. So you are here to grow your business, to recruit and retain the right staff, to add value to your staff, the industry, and to yourself, and to give back. And so we want to end off this morning by asking you to ask yourself the question, do you know your value? And do you know the importance of charging for a profit? And that's it from Dunks and myself today. And back over to you, Byron. I'm not sure if if anyone has any questions this morning.
We currently do not have any questions. If you do have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, please do post them. We'll give a minute or so just to see if there's any last minute questions. But thank you very much for joining us this morning, Mandy and Duncan. Is there any last minute things you'd like to add before we end off?
Yeah, thanks, Byron. I think for me, someone once told me, they said that values drive culture in your business and culture eats strategy for breakfast. And I think, we need to, as plumbers, we need to think really about the value that we bring to the industry. And I use this example of a current situation in our country, and it's in Bree Street in town, where, you all saw and heard about this gas explosion. And everybody's talking about methane gas and, obviously gas leaks and stuff like that. But there's a few other things that we haven't looked at. And I think we all need to maybe think about this for a session. But think about all the manhole covers in the old city. And in the olden days, they used to have these cast iron manhole covers with holes in them, which would release the air and release the pressure as a ventilation. But what did we do? Because obviously theft and stuff like that, the manhole covers were being taken and they were being replaced with either concrete or heavy duty or something like that, but no ventilation. So think about that for a second. Think about buildings that you have. Think about where there is no ventilation. Think about the major cities where have grown and have expanded in the industry, like Sandton. Think about the methane gas. Think about Sandton being an area where there was maybe 100 toilets. And all of a sudden now we've got about 1 million toilets, if you think about it. But it's that exaggeration, it's that pressure, it's that value that the plumber brings because he knows about this, and especially a professional plumber. There is value in knowing what you do. There is value and importance in knowing what Mr. Profit looks like and Mr. Mr. Cost looks like. And the same thing is, if we look at the cost, what is the cost of not knowing what you're doing? What is the cost of not being professional? What is the cost of not strategizing? What is the cost of not having great values? And then we can say, let's look at Mr. Profit. Okay, Mr. Profit feeds our community. Mr. Profit feeds professionals. Mr. Profit feeds families. Mr. Profit grows master plumbers. And I think that's what we need to look at in terms of value. And for us, I think as coaches, that's what we want to bring to companies. This is the passion that we want to pour into the industry, so that you leave today, you know today that we are here to help. And I mean, I use the example of the businesses that we're working with. They're starting to see value. They're starting to see value in themselves. They're starting to see that, they mean something and that they are adding value. And I use the journey of sustainability. I use the journey of moving from traditionally maintenance and just doing, your typical plumbing work, and moving into a new world of saving water, a new world of utilizing water when there is no water, and recycling, and all of these things that are now specialities within our industry. And we have so many beautiful people that have decided to be in a niche markets. And I think as plumbers, guys, this is where we're going. These are the things that you can add value to yourself, bring back a bit of chaos in your life by thinking about these things. Don't rock up just to do a geyser every day. Don't rock up just to fix a toilet. Yes, they're important, but think about how you can design a new system, design a client's return of investment. Now, these are values, and this is what professionals bring into our industry. So think about those things for a second. And you know what? As you go through this week, just remember that many are here to help. We're here to grow you. We're here to help you, even in a consultancy way. We're here to give you that professionalism. Come and talk to us. Come and have a coffee with us. If you feel that you need help, just reach out. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the content. Is there anything you'd like to add there, Manny, before we end off?
I think Dunks about summed it all up, but I think one of the things that for me, he just emphasized in what he said, and it's in conversations that I've been having with the other master plumbers through listening to their presentations and adjudicating their presentations over the past couple of weeks. This topic of value came up time and time again. And I'm talking about how plumbers value or don't value themselves enough in our industry. And we just wish that they could see, all our plumbing business out there can see that they have so much to give, so much to offer. And there is so much opportunity, as Duncan said, going forward into this future of providing water in a very water scarce country, number one, and in a country where our infrastructure is breaking down with regards to water. So guys, like Duncan said, give us a shout, come and have a cup of coffee, and we'd love to chat with you.
Thanks, Byron.
Thanks, Byron.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this morning. And have a blessed week, everyone.